Alright, the latest in instructional videos for all you techies in the shop. I just bought a bunch of new tools, so I just want to, and supplies, I want to show you what I got and where it's going to go and what you're going to do with it. And first of all, I think we need names for the benches, so to make it simple, this bench here can be the reception bench. This can be the wax bench. This can be the snowboard bench, and this can be the adjustment bench. So for now, we'll use those terms unless we can come up with any other better ideas. So what did I get? So I got shop towels. I got two types. I got this shop towel here, and I've got these J-cloths too. So I think they'll work really well for wiping skis. The J-cloths, the nice thing about them, you can rinse them out, and I think you can do it with those too, and they're thinner. So they should be good for wiping off one ski when after it comes off the trim disc, or the Sigma machine, or the 7000. And so we just want to always keep the bases clean, so let's use those. Try to reuse them. When they get really dirty, just throw them out, okay? And they're not cheap, so let's not waste them. I got some JB Weld 5-minute epoxy because I think we were running out in here. But when you're doing serious repairs, let's use this stuff here, the 2-part epoxy in there. I use only the 5-minute if it's a person is riding tonight and they need it fixed. If not, use the other epoxy. I got some silicone, water-resistant silicone spray, WD-40. Let's use that for lubing the trim disc and the Sigma, and that should be done regularly. I'll put it. We'll keep it under here with the Wintersteiger. And where's the cleaner? There's supposed to be a spray bottle cleaner. I don't know where it is. It should stay under here too. So let's find that and put it back under there. But let's use the cleaner on the trim disc especially, and let's lube up with this regularly too. At least once every other day. But let's just make a regular thing every day, and then you just have to spray a little on the bearings, anywhere where you see moving parts. The Jigaloo is a silicone lubricant. So this we can use as binding lube. So when you're as a matter of course, especially working on old bindings, just give them a little spray on the moving parts, the wings at the front and the hinges at the back, and then wipe it down. It just makes the binding work better. I got some rubbing alcohol that can be used to actually clean off a base when you've used base cleaner, because as you know, the base cleaner is a little greasy. And if you need to clean it off quickly and get it dry, you can use the rubbing alcohol. The base cleaner has been filled up. We got a new 4-liter container, which is up there, and these have been filled up. So always use the base cleaner and keep your bases clean all the time when you're working on them. Okay, so as you know, we got the welder, and we have some new welding materials too. We have what's called copolymer. We have this one, and we have a clear one. It's a copolymer. It sticks to almost anything, especially on the base when you have a gouge near the edges. So that's what we use for that. We're doing some tests with them. So typically we're using that with this welder here. As you know, we have the ski mender, and we have only 3 black sticks for it, and they're not the same as drip candles. They are special candles for the glue gun, and here they are, in essence, glue gun. Shotgun repair candles. They're different than these. These are drip candles, only for dripping. Okay, and we do have some slick sticks too, a bunch of them somewhere. There's one. And I'm not 100% sure if these are copolymer or not, but these can be used, of course, with this welder as well. Okay, let me try to move along. So I bought a whole bunch of scraping tools to help, because evidently with the new welder, with those sticks, it's hard. It's kind of stays soft, so it's hard to get stuff off. So I have a new blade for the Surform. So let's use that. It's nice. And I've got a big one, a body file. So that can be used when you're dealing with lots of big stuff. And we're also getting a long Panzer file with a body file holder. That will be coming in probably tomorrow. I picked up just a razor blade scraper that can be used if necessary. And I got this little plane. I thought I would try it. It was 13 bucks, so it may be useful as well. You can adjust the depth of the blade by using this. That may work quite well. This is a snow scraper, and I thought we could even try that for scraping if you want. It's very dull right now, but it was 2 bucks, so it might be worthwhile. Now this file is a crosscut file. You'll see it's cut twice on the back, and that is also useful in taking down PTEX when you're taking it off. There's some great tuning videos which I'm going to be sending out. I'm looking at different ones. One thing about tuning is that there's so many experts out there on it, and they're all experts, but everybody does everything a little bit different. So we're going to try to take the best of both worlds, or all worlds, and combine them into what Camp Fortune will do for the tuning. There's a lot of ways to do it, but there's a lot of ways that are either the same or very similar. So we'll try to do all that same. Lastly, I think I've got sandpaper. Sandpaper is good when you're working on bases. You want to get them smoother, especially if you're doing hand tuning. Like, we've got the machines, the 7000 and the Structure machine, so we can use those to take bases down. But in hand tuning, they always use sandpaper. So I have a 150 and I have 220 as well. This stuff here, and they're all, I ripped them all in little pieces that fit in this sanding block. So always use a sanding block when you're taking down a base, keeping it flat. But of course, if you need sandpaper for anything, use it. We'll keep this box, and I've got some other boxes we'll use to keep parts in. We'll keep it up here. We've also got brakes in, and they're right there, and they're priced. So all the brakes will be there, and as you know, this is the glue box here. I think that's, a new drill. I'm lending a drill to the shop. It's my drill, but there we go. We have another drill now and charger. So always keep a battery in charge. And lastly, drywall paper. We'll keep one on the bench here, and one on each bench over here, so you can sharpen your scrapers with this. I keep saying, I hate that. You just do that back and forth and you'll have to hold this down with one hand. And you move it back and forth, and you get a nice burr on the edge of that, and it'll really scrape well. So we should do that regularly when you're scraping. I think that's it. I know it's long, and I know there's lots of info to go over, but there you go. So we'll try all that stuff and see how it goes.